with respect to this $1 trillion economy, uh, Economic Times is doing a conference on how the state can achieve and what would be the pathways to achieve this $1 trillion economy, and what would be the main takeaways to achieve these $1 trillion economy. I wish all success to this conference, and I'm sure everybody would benefit and there would be a takeaway at the end of the day. Uttar Pradesh has a lot of potential to drive the economy of the state itself as well as of the nation. It is in abundance with respect to natural resources. It has a bounty of natural resources, be it water, be it any other natural resources. Uh, as far as sugar industry and cane development department is concerned, since last 5 years, constantly and continuously, we are crushing around 1100 lakh tons of sugarcane, and we have been top in the country for the last 4 years out of the five, and we are one of the highest sugar producing state. We roughly produce 48% of sugar produced in the country and 50% of the sugarcane. Uh, we are one of the leading ethanol producing state. Rather, we are at number one in the country, and we are producing huge quantities. Our present production capacity is around 200 crore liter, and this year we have contracted around 158 crore liter, and that's one of the reason why government of India has allowed 11% blending, which is 10% in all others for all other states, but it is 11%, 1% extra for Uttar Pradesh. So UP on the sugar industry and cane development side is doing very well, and I hope this year would be very good, because last 2 years there were heavy late rains which spoiled our sugarcane in the eastern sector of the state. But this year we are hoping a very bright future for the sugar industry and for the sugar farmers. Our sugar farmers are very happy because roughly 36,000 crore goes into their hand every year in every crushing season. Similarly, in the excise department, which is a sister department and a very synergetic department with sugarcane, we earn roughly 35 to 36,000 crores per annum. Last year, we had put in the public treasury, in the government treasury, 36,351 crores, which is a huge amount. Many states are talking to us and are asking us, how could you do such wonders? Because when this new government had come in 2017-18, when our Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ji had taken over, the excise revenue was around 14,000 crore, which has jumped to 17 to 25 to 30 to 36,000 plus crore. And this year we are expecting around 42,500 crore. So all states are asking us for our policy prescriptions. We have we have shared our policy prescriptions. Many have picked up our policy prescriptions. We had a very good distillery policy. We sanctioned distilleries within a month from the application to the final issuance of license to the distillery. We had around 54 distilleries. We had issued 20 more distilleries, which would mean 74. And these 20 distilleries are working now. They are already, they have started production. 20 more distilleries we have sanctioned. So this way we would be touching 94 distilleries. And these 20 new distilleries, which we have sanctioned recently in the last 1 year, they would be starting production within few months to maximum next 10 to 11 months. So this way our production has gone up, and we in UP you can produce any type of spirit. I'll tell you about that. From any input, you can do it from C heavy molasses, B heavy molasses, juice, to paddy, to corn, to potato, and any other vegetable which has starch, or as starch and sugar. And on the output side, you can make rectified spirit, to ENA, extra neutral alcohol, to ethanol, to medical alcohol, to pharmaceutical alcohol, to technical alcohol, to laboratory alcohol. So all types of alcohols can be prepared in UP, and that's one of the reasons why we have jumped from 24 crore liter production in 1617 to 158 crore liter, which we will be producing in this ethanol year. And at the same time, our production capacity, which was around 25 crore liter, has jumped to 200 crore liters per annum, and we plan to increase it to 225 and beyond. So that's how Uttar Pradesh has been jumping both in sugar industry as well as in excise sector. We had 120 sugar mills. In 1617, there were 116 sugar mills. Today, we have around 122 working sugar mills, out of which every year 120 to 121 are working. They produce sugar, they produce molasses, they have distilleries in their associate, as associate companies, or in their main company. They produce all types of alcohols. They produce power through cogen, and then you have press mud and so on and so on and so forth. We are trying to now go for CBGs and 2G ethanols also. So ethanol production also. So that's how UP has been doing under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ji. And we have a big vision of 1 trillion economy. And when we put money into the hands of farmers in the shape of, in the to a tune of 35 to 36,000 crores, then it has its own spin-offs, because their spendings and then ancillary industries come up around sugar mills. Farmers also need tractor mechanic, farm machinery banks, uh, custom hiring center. So that has its own spin-off. And in the similar way, our distilleries also have their own spin-offs when we pump in 36,000 crores in the distillery. So when this amount of 36,000 crore goes into the government treasury, government spending then takes place, which again results into a lot of spin-offs, and it has its own money theory, which or any economist would tell you. So if that money goes into making in building up of new medical colleges, sanctioning of new medical colleges, so then you have pharmacy. Similarly, any other sector, wherever the government spending goes, it has its own impact in the $1 trillion economy. And I know, with whatever little economics I understand, that it's a very challenging task the Honorable CM had uh, targeted for the state and for all the department. But with the resources which we have, we will be able to achieve to the maximum of this $1 trillion economy. Thank you very much.